Yes, I know. And guess what? I was getting ready to go on, and I thought, yes, I am ready. And I put my wireless microphone on, and I could not find my belt pack for it. I have been tearing everything out of this closet in this office. In fact, I had this light on this desk, and boy, it sure was a mess over there. I've got stuff piled up everywhere. I was trying to do some organizing. I've got everything cleaned out. I've got everything in this office, out of the closet, storage closet, everything piled in the hall in here. And I told Miss Organizer in there that I was going to turn her loose with it, let her put what she wanted. The rest of it we'll deal with it. But I'm glad you're here. I haven't looked to see if I'm online. Let me unhook here. It's a little awkward having to hold a mic and do all this at the same time and everything. And I've got an iPad here somewhere. In fact, I think there's about 5 in this office, counting one I play it on and different ones. Let me look and see if we're on good old Facebook tonight. We've been off for 2 weeks, and I don't know if the codes are still any good or not, but I guess they are. It looks like I'm on there. Whew. But I hope everybody's doing well. It's been a busy week for me. I try not to do a whole lot these days. I'm supposed to be semi, that's a truck, isn't it? A semi? Should I say partially? I'm supposed to be partially retired. I want to tell you, it don't seem like it the last few weeks. We've had everything. We've had so much stuff in a warehouse here down the road here, about a third of a mile, quarter of a mile maybe, and paying a lot of money for rent. I thought, well, it's when you got so much stuff and you got to make a decision, is it worth what I'm paying rent for what I'm saving? And we spent a lot of money in the last 3.5 years in this rental warehouse, and I was blessed to find a place that I can put some stuff along where my motorhome is parked, and a whole lot less money. So I moved to a complete warehouse full of junk, and that's what I got. I got road cases, music stands, cases of cables, and then I've got all of Linda's Christmas decorations, just 3 trailer loads behind the car that I pull up there. But I got it all done. But anyway, I'm here today. It wasn't last week. It's kind of a tiring week. But I'm glad to be here tonight. It looks like I'm on everywhere. Everything seems to be working. So I'll lay this mic down and pick a little bit. What you think? I like this song. forget I have to pick up the mic, talk into the microphone. Who am I? And I don't even have a mic stand in here. I moved 4 mic stands yesterday. 4 when I was moving stuff in different stands. And I don't have an extra mic stand here. The stuff's either in the motorhome or in the warehouse. But anyway, we'll get by. We're just going to pick anyway. I got the old 6120 Gretsch off the wall and tuned it up. I hadn't played this car in several months. It's getting harder and harder to play. The gentleman I bought it from, his arthritis gave him some heavy-duty trouble, and he couldn't play it anymore because of arthritis. And now I'm kind of hitting on the same situation. The neck is so much bigger than playing the Telecaster, and it's really difficult these days at my young age. You know, I was turning 75, and I thought that was a milestone. I looked at the calendar the other day and thought just a few months I'll be 76. But it's a little bit difficult to play. I'm fixing to make a few changes in my sound system. I just bought a new mixer last year, and I had a problem with it about 2 months ago. One of the channels started acting up, and so Sweetwater sent me a brand spanking new one in the box. I mean, it was 1 day's notice to fix it. So my Mackie Onyx 12 that I have right here has only been used about 3 times. It's brand new. I'm going to sell it. I'll probably sell this guitar. I may even sell my 50th anniversary Stratocaster that I don't play anymore. I got it off the wall. It seemed like the neck seemed like a 2x4, but it's really a small neck. It's just me. But I got a Stratocaster that's worth a lot of money. I got this guitar. I'll probably sell. I have about 3 or 4 mixers. I have a brand new Yamaha 10-channel mixer with onboard effects. It's USB. You can stream with it or whatever. It's a good little PA mixer. It's brand new in the box over here. I have another little small portable mixer that you can, if you want to use for streaming, and this mixer. So I got a lot of stuff that I'm going to sell because I'm fixing to buy a piece of equipment that is rather expensive in the digital realm. And so if you anything you want that I've got, or you know of anybody that needs maybe a guitar or two or some PA equipment or what, send me a text or a message, and I'll give you my phone number. My phone number is on Facebook somewhere. It's on my website. It can be found. But just shoot me a text message, and I'll send you a telephone number, and you can find out what I want for this stuff and what I want to sell. Anyway, let me see if I can do a little finger exercises, play my old song that I played on an old Gretsch guitar like this 55 years ago, 60 years ago. don't you weep for me when I'm gone, 'cause it's going to be goodbye world, goodbye. Well, Linda was last time I saw her a while ago. She was out on the patio. What looked like about a 30 or 40-pound bag of dirt. I asked her, I looked at her and I said, "What is that out there?" She said, "It's potting soil." And she had a whole bunch of stuff that she used to put in their little planters and stuff in their little flower garden. It's that time of year. And so I knew, and she kind of had her hair up, and I don't know what she was wearing, but I don't think it would be fitting for a live, what do you call this? Some kind of pod, anyway, video, streaming, whatever. Anyway, she didn't get ready to come in and say anything. Maybe she will next week. I'll probably be on for the next couple of weeks. We've been off this past week, and April was real busier than we would normally be now. We did 3 services 3 weeks in a row. We was in Nashville, Tennessee. Linda and Donna, our daughter, was at a ladies' conference in Nashville. And then Linda and I did a service just out of Nashville, Laverne, Tennessee, at the Father's house. And then the next week was Palm Sunday, the week before Easter. And we was in Lexington, North Carolina. And we stayed in North Carolina just about all that week. And came home and then went to Mara, Georgia. Linda and I lived in Mara, Georgia, which is a suburb of Atlanta, south of Atlanta, about 15 miles, when we got married. And we played at church in my old stomping grounds where I used to run when I was a teenager, and for Easter Sunday. And then I don't remember what we did after that, but we've been in and out. We've been, Donna came down before Mother's Day, and her and Linda shopped all those antique stores in Cave Spring, Georgia. If anybody knows where Cave Spring, Georgia is, it's nothing but antique stores. There must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 10 or 15 of them. And a few real good restaurants. So we took the motorhome over, put it in a campground. It's about 25 miles from here or less, and don't have to drive back and forth. And enjoyed seeing some friends that we hadn't seen for a while, and some of the family come over. We just had a kind of a get-together weekend, and then it's just been busy. I told somebody the other day I need to get me a job so I can get some rest. But anyway, I guess you got to keep moving. It's the best thing to do. And I know that wireless belt pack for my mic is laying right out there in that hall in one of those little baskets, because it was laying on this chair right here. This chair hadn't been used in a week or two. It was sitting over by the door, and the ear worn part was strung over the back from the last program. That's how long the chair hadn't been moved. There's just stuff laying in it, and the belt pack was laying there with it. And I don't know where it went, but it ain't no big deal. No big deal. My favorite guitar right here. This guitar would not be for sale unless I had a replacement Doyle Dykes Signature, which is about 2 steps up from this. This guitar still has a market value of over $3,000, and I'm not saying that it's a big deal about a guitar. It just sounds so good and plays so good. So I'll find something here to pick. Let me lay this mic down, and I couldn't get them to come here and hold it. That will be. I made that track probably 20 years ago, maybe over 20 years ago. I don't know. That's one of the oldest tracks I've got right there. In fact, I think I made that for somebody else that came in and actually paid for it. And but I've used it over the years to play it. Let me play an old country style song here. Lay the old microphone down and play. I seen the light. Yeah, I saw the light. I saw a picture on Facebook today that someone had put on there of Hank Williams when he was very, very young. Almost it looked like a teenager. And it was an old black and white picture that somebody had restored. And he even had on glasses. Somebody had restored that and colorized it, fixed it. It was a real neat picture. I don't know if anybody else saw it or not, but I saw it there. I looked here, I saw that Neil Pope had made a comment that Neil was on here. Neil lives over in North Carolina, close to where my daughter lives. And we were up there, I guess it was in campground. Yeah, it was in a campground. And Neil come over to see us and visit for a little bit, and enjoyed his visit. And it was really a treat. He brought a couple of guitars that belonged to his dad, and one of them, well, both of them were real old Gibson guitars. And boy, just to see those guitars and know and just think how much they were played, and it was really cool. And that was a real treat, Neil, for you to bring those over and see them. One of them was I think it was a 1906 or something like that, and the other one was probably in the 40s. It was, or it could, I don't know if it's pre-war or not. It was probably in the late 40s, but an old J45 Gibson. That's a treasure. But I really enjoyed that, Neil. I appreciate you bringing over. Let me see them. Well, it's about time to get out of here and get on to something else. Turn over to Fox News to see what's happened in the world today. Who didn't do what? You know how that goes. Everybody have a good week, and I will get Linda here next week and sing a little for you. And we need to rehearse because we fixed to pick back up and go back to traveling some here and sing. We're going to go back out singing some here real soon. And so got some things cooking. I've got a bunch of people. Brother Gray down in Savannah, Georgia. He said last year, he said, make sure you save a date for me. Him over in Pastor Donnie Hartzog over in Tennessee, Cosby, Tennessee. He wants us to come back again this year. I've got another couple of places down in Weogufka, Alabama. I could name over probably 5 or 6 places that want us to come back, and I just haven't given them a date yet, and I'm going to. And then I'm hoping to maybe take a trek for about 10 days in the fall when it cools down. After summer, we're not going to do much in June and July, but in August, September, and October and November, we're going to hit the road. We are going to come back. We ain't going to hit the road and not come back no more. Anyway, I'm going to play one of my favorite old songs that I like to play. I don't know if it's a favorite song, but it's one that I really, really love to play. And I guess this song rambled around in my head for about 6 months. And finally one night about 12 or 1 o'clock, I went in the studio and set up a little drum beat to get a tempo and sat down at the piano, played a few chords and some guitar, a little guitar, and added a bass. And this is just kind of a thrown together track. But I'm going to play it for you as I get out of here tonight because, well, we ain't got no idea what's going to happen tomorrow, do we? We don't know what's going to happen this week. Are we going to go broke? Is the country going to go bankrupt? Is my Social Security check going to be here on the 3rd? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? If it don't, it don't. But we don't have no control of what happens tomorrow. But God does. I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I know who holds tomorrow. See y'all next week. Right, I know who holds tomorrow. Yeah, that's a good old song. Well, everybody have a good week, and I'll see y'all soon, I hope.